So the PlayStation State of Play event just wrapped up, and as you could tell by the title and potentially the thumbnail, I wasn't a huge fan of it. We're going to talk about what was in this showcase and why I potentially wasn't a huge fan of it. If you disagree with me, hey, that's cool. Your opinion is just as valid as mine. And, subscribe anyways, pal. So Concord kicks things off. Now, Concord is a game that originally all we saw was a roast beef sandwich of, and allegedly it was going to be at this presentation, so I was, interested. They said that it would be in-engine gameplay, which I'm kind of a little bit leery of when you have to specify what the type of gameplay is. Like, bro, just show me some gameplay. So we start out with this cinematic of some of the characters that really just look like knockoffs of Guardian of the Galaxy. I was kind of shocked at how on the nose some of these characters were in terms of the team, and it just kept going. We're 5 minutes into this presentation that's about 30 minutes long, and I'm still watching cinematics. No, wait, I'm 7 minutes into this presentation, and I'm still watching the cinematics of the knockoff Guardians of the Galaxy. When are you going to show me the actual gameplay? And then 9 minutes in, we finally got some gameplay, and it's a 5-on-5 FPS game that looks like Overwatch. What? This is what you set up. This is what you try to create these. I don't understand why these games do this with these in-depth characters. Like, it worked for the original Overwatch, but does anyone care about knowing about all of these characters? And more importantly, does anyone care about this style of game anymore? It seems like a fad that, Overwatch and Paladins were kind of at the forefront of 7 years ago, but is that still hot in the streets? I don't really think so. The game honestly doesn't look very fun. Then they talked about it for a little while. It took 11 minutes to do all of this Concord stuff. And unless this is a PlayStation Plus game, I just don't see it working out very well. This genre is becoming very oversaturated, as we will see later on in this video. It comes out in August. No, thank you. And then, can we finally get into some new PlayStation games? No, because we got to talk about God of War Ragnarok coming to PC. It's got DLSS, FSR upscaling, super ultra widescreen, not just ultra widescreen, not just super widescreen, super ultra widescreen. That's how you know they mean business. It's cool for PC gamers. It's been out for a minute now on the PlayStation 5, so I feel like if you really wanted to play the game, you've probably already picked it up. It'll probably sell decently well, though, but did we really need a trailer for this? Like, it feels like other games that have come to PC that were PlayStation games just get a trailer on its own, not a part of a presentation. The game will be coming out on September 19th. Next up was a Dynasty Warriors game, a new Dynasty Warriors called Dynasty Warriors Origins. These big battle games where there's a million characters on screen. I like these kinds of games. They're kind of mindless fun to me, but it was a very short trailer. The game's not coming out until 2025, so not a whole lot to talk about. Next up, we had a game that OJ from Player Essence was probably hooting and hollering about because it definitely seems like a game for him. It's called Infinity Nikki, and there's some weird young white lady with a weird creature by her side. It looks like an openish world platformer game, some very Super Mario Odyssey sounding music, like almost on the nose, like how blatant this sounded like Super Mario Odyssey. You get different dresses, and you could take pictures, and you could do attacks on enemies and stuff. Definitely an OJ game. Unfortunately, I did not get the release date for this game. I believe it was like the tail end of the year of 2024. I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me know in the comments, but yeah, Infinity Nikki, let's go. Ballad of Antera is a 2025 game that had a cinematic trailer that I guess I was supposed to be excited for, but it's a 2025 game with a cinematic trailer. I like gameplay, so I can know, because if I watched the cinematic trailer for Concord, I would have thought it was a completely different game, because I thought it was a completely different game, and then they showed what the game was, and I was like, oh, this is nothing like I thought it was going to be. 2025. Now it's time for good old PlayStation VR 2. Will I finally get something cool to play on my PlayStation VR 2? Maybe Skydance's Behemoths. Like, it looks all right. It's a first-person ancient sword and arrow game, like medieval times, but not the cool medieval times restaurant, which I'm still trying to get them to expand. Shout me out. Reach out to me, medieval times. Let's do a sponsorship. We need to teach these youngins how cool medieval times is. There's some massive creatures, the behemoths in the backgrounds. Like, it looks fine, but so many games that are PSVR 2 games or just VR games in general, they like rely on like the sword mechanic because it's like the easiest thing to do and they kind of blend together. It's coming out in fall of 2024. Maybe I'll take a look at it, but honestly, just give me a way to connect my PSVR 2 to my PC already. And then we got another PSVR 2 game, and it's an Aliens game. Aliens. Aliens are freaking cool. I'm a huge fan of it. The frame rate looks horrible and choppy, but it says it's still a work in progress. It was a 30-second trailer, holiday 2024, and that was it. So if you got that PSVR 2, you might as well just shove it up your ass because you're not getting anything new for that thing anytime soon. Oh boy, what do we have next? Another 5v5 shooter game that has Fortnite-looking graphics with Overwatch-style upgrades and gameplay, except it's with Marvel characters. We go from Concord to this. Now we have Marvel Rivals. There's some destructible elements. Like, am I getting too old? Is that the problem and I'm out of touch? Like, I'm being 100% honest here, because if that's the case, then that's fine. I would just like to be alerted to this. Like, are people excited for this? Are people going to make videos like with their mouths agape like, yeah, Concord and Marvel Rivals, these are the best games ever? I don't get it, man. I think it's definitely not for my demographic, I feel. But the beta starts in July, so there you go. Oh, good, a fast-paced action ninja game, because we haven't gotten enough of those lately, called Where Winds Meet, is in development for the PlayStation 5. It comes out in 2025, so I don't know why you're showing me this now. It looks kind of similar to the other games we have. Like, I just want a stealth ninja game. Like, where's a Tenchu or something? Like, I don't understand why we've abandoned stealthy ninja games in light of this. Like, yes, there's origami, but like, why does everything just have to be like super fast paced with, you know, every enemy has a freaking life bar and stuff? Like, I don't know, man. I like fast paced stuff like Ninja Gaiden, but Ninja Gaiden, every enemy doesn't take like an hour to freaking kill him, but you know, whatever. Until Dawn PS5 is shown. We're wrapping up this presentation now. We're getting towards the end of it. We're showing a remaster. Like, I like the game on PlayStation 4 a lot. Recently, I just finished The Quarry on my Xbox Series X. I like these games. And if this is a budget price release, I will pick up Until Dawn on the PlayStation 5 remastered. 40 or under. Anything above 40, you're out of your damn mind. Absolutely crazy. And I mean, I need something to play on my PlayStation 5. Most of these games are 2025, and the one game that's 2024 is that stupid Concord game. But I don't know. It comes out in fall of 2024. Also, day and date on PC as well. So that'll probably be the better version of the game. Path of Exile 2 time. It's cool. It's a co-op couch co-op game, which is nice, along with crossplay. It's fine. I'm sure if you're a fan of these styles of games, you'll enjoy it. I really don't play them all that much, but I'm not going to hate on this too much because honestly, you know, I do know that the Path of Exile series is pretty popular. Is this already out on PC, or is it in beta on PC? I feel like that's a thing. I'm not a big personal computer gamer, as you're all well aware. This will be in early access for the PlayStation 5 on late 2024, so whoop-de-doo. Silent Hill 2 is getting a full show today. That's actually happening right now by the time I'm filming this, but we did get another look at it during this presentation. Honestly, it looks a bit better than we've seen previously. The combat looks a hell of a lot better. The animations look more refined and stuff, like some kind of quirky stuff that was going on in there, but it's nowhere near as bad as that first trailer was. The music is apropos. I know people are like, well, that was an original Silent Hill song. Whatever, dude. It still didn't fit the trailer. I don't care if Jesus Christ himself made that song. It still didn't fit the trailer. The graphics, though, they still look, I mean, kind of mid, especially comparative to other remasters that we've gotten in the survival horror genre, looking at the Resident Evil stuff. Like, I don't know, but, you know, it definitely looks a lot better. I'm excited for it. October 8th, I will be picking this game up. Monster Hunter Wilds. I'm a big Monster Hunter fan. It gets some gameplay. You know, Capcom, that first-party Sony studio. It honestly looked good, though. Monster Hunter Wilds looked really good. There was lots of environmental elements happening. I really dig some of these monster designs as well. There was lots of just, you know, tons of stuff happening. And, like, I thought everything was animated extremely well and extremely fluid. So this was definitely probably one of the most impressive, if not the second most impressive games of this presentation. Just very, very nice. However, it's a 2025 game, so I'm not playing it this year on my PlayStation, pal. It's like, what am I supposed to be playing this year? Where are the PlayStation games? This is a PlayStation showcase, yet you've shown me Concord. Concord. And a game coming to PC with God of War Ragnarok, Until Dawn, which is an old game. Like, what are we doing here? And then finally, we got a new PlayStation game, the Astrobot game that we've been hearing about. Will this save the show? Honestly, no, because even if it's a 2024 game and looks amazing, we still have massive gaps in the PlayStation library this year. But I am a fan of Astrobot, and this looks freaking awesome, man. It's a 3D puzzle platformer, kind of reminiscent of Mario Galaxy in terms of the level design, but it looks freaking amazing. There's lots of cool abilities that you see Astrobot doing as well. There was a Parappa the Rapper cameo. Remember Parappa when, like, you know, Sony gave a damn about games and, you know, try to do interesting stuff when they were weird and wild. But I really like what they showed in this trailer. There was definitely some very Nintendo-esque things in the trailer, like from various Nintendo franchises, that it kind of surprised me how much on the nose it was. Like, I saw Triforces, I saw a New Donk City style level, but instead of, you know, that weird character, there was like a big ape creature. And I get it, you know, it's like a King Kong reference, but, you know, I still feel like that was a bit on the nose. I'm sure you'll see it in the full trailer, but Astrobot comes out on September 6th, and this is our one PlayStation game this year from Sony besides Concord. What the hell was this presentation, bro? What was this? You could have done nothing. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Did people enjoy this show? Like, I guess if you're a huge fan of 5v5 multiplayer games, and Concord and Marvel Rivals will be cool. If you're a big fan of games coming out next year that you're not playing this year, sure. You know, there's something here for you. There was no stealth drops. I like stealth drops. I like new game announcements. There were a few new game announcements, but no stealth drops. And really, we have so much to wonder about PlayStation in 2024. Like, I understand they said that they weren't going to have many, like, heavy hitter stuff this year, but I didn't realize it was this bad. Like, my PlayStation 5 will continue to collect dust until Astrobot comes out, because I'm not interested in any of this stuff. It all seems generic, or it's all not coming out this year. I don't know. Was I too hard on this presentation? Let me know in the comments section down below. And as always, guys, thank you for watching this video. If I upset you, I'm sorry, but I mean, would you rather me lie? Would you rather be like, oh, this is the best show ever? I love video games. Like, I love video games. And that's the reason why I'm critical about shows like this that don't seem to be pushing the medium in the proper place. The industry needs an enema. These AAA budgets are ruining games, and this is a perfect example of why that is. And as always, guys, thank you for watching this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.